From deep in the heart of Beverly Hills, you found For Love and Chocolate with Mr. and Mrs. Truffles. Well, welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back to the podcast.
You know, it's interesting because our neighborhood, the summer is all about tourists and travelers and day trippers. And now that the tourists have kind of left LA and Beverly Hills, all of the locals are back and school is back and the weather is starting to drop and we have all of our regulars coming back. There's new construction in the neighborhood. There's that bustle of, I can't believe I'm saying it, but we're going to be entering the holiday season.
Well, you know what? There's just this feeling in the air that it's autumn now.
Yes.
I can feel it. And there is, everybody's going back to school. They're getting their teeth cleaned. They're getting to their regular checkups.
Yes.
We're a block west of Rodeo Drive, which brings in a lot of celebrities and fancy people. But we're also a block east of Bedford Drive.
That's right.
Where they all go for their
Mecca.
Dentists and doctors
and plastic surgeons. And it really is.
The street to
It's
go
the
to
street. It
for
is.
those things.
And we're smack dab in the middle of
And
all
then
of it.
in between there, we've got William Morris Endeavor
That's
next
right.
door. And we've got the big auction houses on our street.
Right.
We're across the street from Jose Hubert,
Cipriani's.
Mr. Chow's.
Mr. Chow's.
And we've got a fabulous new restaurant open up at the end of the street, which is almost ready for grand opening.
Can't
It's
wait.
Looking gorgeous.
And then we've got 3 streets over. We've got Cannon Drive, which is Restaurant Row.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's, if you want a Kardashian spotting, just hang out over there for an evening. So, it's just kind of remarkable how we're in the middle of this big flurry of activities.
Yeah.
And so it's not that surprising when you see paparazzi walking around with their giant cameras. And the other day they were outside our shop.
yes, they were.
Because we had someone very special in our shop. And I won't say any names, but there were at least 3 paparazzi out there. So if you look around on TMZ, you'll probably see them. But the problem with this very famous person was if you see them, they don't look very happy.
Nope. And everyone's always happy when they leave our shop.
Except we had a little problem with our shipment from Zurich this week because they forgot to include, for some reason there was a glitch, and our milk butter crunch truffles did not make it onto the airplane.
Tragedy.
I mean, this could lead to civil unrest in the streets.
I'm not looking forward to the next few days, I'll be honest. Because when we don't have people's favorites, all hell breaks loose.
Well, and this particular truffle is a lot of people's favorites. And the thing is, the champagne truffle is like the go-to romantic gift.
Yeah.
It's the truffle that says, I love you. But then there's the personal stash.
Oh, yeah.
And the milk butter crunch truffle, really, that is a lot of people's happy place, their little personal stash.
Oh, my goodness.
They come in and they just buy boxes
They
of them.
order pounds at a time.
Well, this particular couple, we were really hoping to maybe get them on the podcast. They don't quite make the 20-year, cutoff that we usually look for in a couple, but they're so fabulous.
We might look the other way.
We might look the other way on that one. But we're just hoping their marriage survives the shortage of butter crunch truffles.
When not only did his face fall, but he got very serious. It was almost like an audition because he said, "You kidding with the? You guys have it in back." And we're like, "No,
They're
I wish
fresh.
we did."
We don't keep a back
Yeah,
stock.
yeah. And then he said, I don't know if I can go home without them. I was like, well, I've got other options. He's like, no. He cut me off. No. It's milk butter crunch or bust for us. And I'm going to go home, and I'm not going to have them, and I'm going to catch hell and be in the doghouse. It's not my fault. And I said, do you want me to call her and explain? And he said, would you? And he was kidding, of course. But it just goes to show you how personal and connected our customers are with our chocolate. It's that good.
Yes, it is. And it's really, telling that, some people's marital happiness sometimes depends on it.
Yeah.
There's another couple whose happiness is a little more important to me right now, though,
Who
Mr.
might
Truffles.
that be, Mrs. Truffles?
Well, I'm very excited. We're very excited.
Yes,
and I
we
think
are.
you know why. Because our daughter Marley is bringing her new boyfriend to dinner tonight.
Yes. Go, Marley, go.
So Mr. Truffles will be pulling out all the stops. We're doing barbecue.
Yeah.
We're giving the dogs baths.
Dogs are getting baths. It's a big, big deal.
Yes, it's a very big deal. It's always a big deal when you bring someone home to meet your parents.
I know. And you know what? I think we give good parent, don't you think?
We do, and our dogs present well.
They do.
Yeah, a bit of
Especially-
bow tie on Phineas.
Yeah, a little doggy downer to make sure they're a little calmer than usual.
Yes, and this young man is bringing the dessert, so he's excited to meet with us too.
I think so.
Yeah, so that's going to be a really fun evening and hopefully the beginning of something new and beautiful for all of us.
We love to watch love blossom, and when it's with our own kids,
Oh, that's the best. Yes, we love love. We love seeing our children in love.
Yeah.
And speaking of love, I think you know what time it is.
oh, is it time?
It's time.
Mailbag.
Well, Mr. Truffles, what's the first thing in our mailbag today?
Okay, well, this is from Mikey in Montecito.
Okay.
Dear Mr. and Mrs. Truffles, I've been in love with Bridget since the day I met her, and after 2 years together, I finally proposed, she said yes, and we got married. On our honeymoon, she shared with me that she recently inherited $250 million. I don't have any questions. I just wanted to share that with you. Sincerely, Mr. Lucky Duck.
Wow.
Oh, Mikey.
Well, good for
Oh,
you. God
Mikey.
bless you both.
Yes, thank you for sharing. And please send us your address so we can come visit you for dinner in your manse.
Well, Mr. Truffles, what else have we got in our mailbag today?
Well, Mrs. Truffles, this comes from Giovanni. And Giovanni writes, Dear Mr. and Mrs. Truffles, I am a frequent visitor to your shop since I moved from Italy a year ago. Giovanni.
Giovanni.
Giovanni. I've been enjoying you podcast very much, but I'm wondering, since you keep talking about matchmaking, if you can possibly help me. I have a good career here and a romantic heart, and I very much would love to find a beautiful woman to make my new life here complete. Grazie, Giovanni.
Oh, Giovanni. I really do think we can help you. But you should be forewarned.
Oh, yes. Another bright, another June, another sunny honeymoon.
Another season, another reason for making whoopee. A lot of shoes, a lot of rice. The groom is nervous. He answers twice.
It's really killing that he's so willing to make whoopee. He's washing dishes and baby clothes.
He's so ambitious. He even sews.
But don't forget, folks,
That's what you get, folks, for making whoopee. Giovanni. Well, thanks for writing in. And we will be sending you a little chocolate gift and the names of a few fabulous girls that you can call. Now, this next couple that we're going to have on today, they know all about making whoopee.
Oh, yeah. They have been making whoopee for a long, long time. This is David and Patricia Mastrandrea. They met in October of 1969. It was love at first sight, and they have been inseparable for the last 55 years. Patricia blossomed from a pianist and English literature student into a multifaceted traveler, founder of a school for kids, environmental entrepreneur, co-founder of a company, head of a university parent club, and environmental researcher. David acknowledged the mentors and friends who encouraged him to follow his dreams by going side by side with Patricia on travels, taking him into the worlds of finance, technology, both interactive and virtual, running a tech company, real estate development, construction, and asset management. They're very grateful for their wonderful family and to have so much love in their lives. And we'll be right back with their wonderful romantic story. For over 40 years, Toysher has been a staple in the Beverly Hills community. Like so many other families in the community, our family has had a long-standing love affair with Toysher chocolates. Over the years, we've formed traditions and memories around these extraordinary Swiss chocolates and the enchanting wonderland of fantasy truffle boxes inside our store. Today, our family is proud to be carrying on the Toysher tradition in Beverly Hills. And we're back.
We're back. Welcome back.
Welcome back, everyone. So we are actually recording from our Airstream studios.
It is such a pleasure to have our new friends here at the Airstream studios with us.
And I think the story about how we actually met is pretty extraordinary. We were at a little apple orchard flower you pick it place here in Avila Beach. And I just noticed, just kind of under this beautiful tree, there was a young man who was giving his wife a chair massage. And I thought, I think they really like each other because they're, however many years they've been together, he still is being incredibly attentive. And she doesn't seem to be hating it. I'll be honest, Mrs. Truffles. She was not hating that massage. No. And so, of course, I introduced myself because I am Mr. Friendly Pants. Push came to shove. I got him in a headlock. And I said, yes, you are going to do our podcast. And he put up his white flag, and he relented. And now here we have David and Patricia Mastrandrea. Welcome to the show, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you for inviting us.
Of course. I know I heard a little bird told me that as much as you wanted to do the show, it was actually your daughter-in-law who promised to buy you dinner tonight that got you here. Is that fair?
Yes.
She wants to know all the details.
She wants to know all the details, isn't it?
Well, I want to know all the details.
Yeah.
How long have you two been married?
52 years.
52 years. That's a prize right there, isn't it?
Wow. So let's get into it. Tell us, how did you two very first meet?
David was still at Stanford, going into his senior year, and he, as a job, managed the Esalen at Stanford program.
Ooh.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. I
So,
love Esalen. That's so
I
fun
had
there.
done, I do too, yes.
The Esalen Institute, for people who aren't familiar, is an extraordinary retreat center up in Big Sur, California. It was founded in the early 60s by a couple of groovy Stanford men. They feature natural hot springs, yoga, meditation, and various types of esoteric workshops and lectures. For those of you who saw Mad Men, it's where Don Draper had his big epiphany.
I had done some of the other workshops. They were quite expensive, and I noticed that if I went to Esalen at Stanford, it would be a lot cheaper.
Ooh.
Actually, I had signed up for a workshop with Gabrielle Raw, who is a creative dancer. There's still dancers in this area that dance according to her philosophy.
Wow.
She's no longer with us, but there's people that do that. It's a movement.
Okay.
Yeah, as well as movement.
It's a movement.
Yes,
Got
yes.
it.
So, David, you can take it from
Okay.
there.
I was using faculty staff housing. There's some beautiful homes that we were having access to, and one of them was in Portola Valley. Really nice, cute place, enough area for Gabrielle to do her teaching. I got a call from Gabrielle, and she said, David, I can't come. I'm pregnant. My doctor said I have to stop moving. And I said, okay, no problem. We can just refund the tickets and reschedule this to next year. So I promptly tracked down almost everybody. And they said, oh, great, sure, we understand that completely. And then there were 4 people that I couldn't reach. So I had to go to the home there and just wait for those to show. Well, 3 of them showed. The 4th, I said, well, I've got the names of these people. The 4th is a woman. Maybe I'll get lucky and to meet someone. And I'd come back from Italy, and had not done any romantic involvement after I returned, but I really wasn't going to settle. So I was waiting, and lo and behold, I saw the last person drive up, get out of her car, and start walking toward the entrance. I said, oh, my God. It was just an angel had landed and appeared to me like out of a Botticelli painting or something. And then when she spoke, it was really soft and gentle, and her eyes, oh, my God. It was a long drive from San Francisco to Portola Valley. I invited her, and
so you
and
were a little nervous meeting her.
But I was a little nervous, yeah. We sat on the couch talking. I already know that this is going to work. I'm in brains and beauty. Hey, I just have to be compassionate, kind, respectful, and just relax and talk a minute. Totally.
Isn't that something? Wow. I love how you painted that picture of how you first saw her, because you took me back to the moment, because I'm sitting here with you. Mm-hmm. And you talk about her eyes, and that she was just an angel that appeared. It's so sweet. That's why we do these, right? Mm-hmm. It's to hear the stories of people that had been in love their whole lives, and that seminal moment of seeing them for the first time. And for you, Patricia, he was just another guy, right? He was just...
No, he was beautiful too. And he just, I knew him.
You knew him.
I absolutely knew him.
Like you had known him your whole life.
Yes, I knew him.
And without saying a word.
Yes.
Wow, isn't that incredible? And had you ever experienced that before?
No.
And you guys are early 20s at this time, right?
Yeah. Yes.
So you sat there talking. How long did you 2 sit and talk for?
Well, apparently 52 years. Right?
For a while. And I don't know how you started to rub my neck. Just
got a long drive back. I can sense you might enjoy a little back rub.
Look at you.
And he has healing hands.
I do.
Truly has healing hands. People attest to that touch. I mean, it's an amazing touch.
You met, you spent the evening together.
Yes.
Right? Yes. But I am curious as to the first kiss. Do you remember the first kiss? David shaking his head, yes.
Well, of course. I mean, it was as soon as possible we met. So I didn't really want that evening to end. We were affectionate.
Yeah.
And we had our first kiss the evening before she left to go home.
And you were getting all the signals that it would be okay to kiss her.
Right.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
This was 1970? What year was it?
1969. So,
yes.
All right.
Okay.
A lot of whirlwind things going on in that
Yes,
year.
and openness to many, many things.
Banded minds.
Right. And you're kind of somewhat in the epicenter,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Right there in the Bay Area.
That's right.
Oh, yes.
How incredible.
Yes.
Because
So
that spiraled into those kind of epicenter things that were going on. We'd go to Esalen, we'd go to the concerts in San Francisco, to incredible talents.
Yeah. Would you call yourselves hippies?
our daughter-in-law used that word, and you can't be at Stanford and be a true hippie. I'm sorry.
Well, I grew up in a Catholic family, very strong Catholic family, like going back 900 years. And so we were expected to be a certain way and do certain things. So I did that. I was a very good student, and very good athletic capabilities. I played instruments, and I played football, basketball, baseball. I was in the band. They wanted me on the football team, and I said, okay, well, I'm going to do both. They said, well, no one's ever done both. So I'm going to do that. So I would change it to halftime and from my football uniform
Stop
to
it.
my marching band uniform and go out and
do that.
He did.
yes. And then I'd go back in the locker room, put on my football gear, and go.
You were still at Stanford when you 2 met.
Yeah, we were there.
But
So
this was high school.
this is high school.
This is high school.
I'm just in high school. Then I'm doing really well I get this award, Athlete Scholar of the Year, and I get an appointment from my congressman to go to Annapolis, and I applied to Stanford, and then I go, well, this is like this engineering astronaut trajectory. And so they sent me over to the naval station to get test for physical capabilities. I talked to them about astronauts, and they said, oh, you could do that. I said, well, okay, great. And then I got to Stanford. I was in engineering, and then I was accepted to the Stanford in Italy, in Florence, and I went there, and I said, oh, man, I can get my engineering later. I love all this architecture, art
history,
anthropology, philosophy. At that time, there was a lot of talk, you got to explore your inner psychophysical, your secret places, your creativity. And I go, okay, that's me. I got to do that. I started that process. And then Esalen, Mike Murphy, and Dick Price, who started it, said, we need a student. And they said, Dave, you got to take this program, become director of the Stanford at Esalen program, because that'll be opening it up to a whole new group of people, not just Esalen people. So we got all kinds of people coming in. Then I explored why these people were teaching Gestalt and body movement and bioenergetics and Rolfian and the Buddhist philosophy and all kinds of things. That led me to say, I've got to find somebody who is at my level and I can do this with, a partner. And then boom, the opportunity when I came back from Italy was just suddenly presented, and I knew right away Patricia was my life partner, and I just hoped she would let me in.
Oh,
Reciprocate.
so sweet.
Yeah.
You moved from a little conversation into a
Back massage.
friendly, polite
That was a back massage.
A back
The
massage.
healing hands.
Yes.
And did you turn around and drive back to San Francisco that same day, or did you?
No,
wait?
I didn't.
No, you didn't.
No, I didn't.
So you both
I
stayed
followed
on in this-
him home.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and
All right.
stayed the night, and then went back the next day. But all the way home, all I could think of was, I want to be this happy all the time.
Oh,
I just
so
want to be
sweet.
this happy.
Oh,
And
my
I
God.
don't want anything else I've been doing. I want to be this happy. And it was just like night and day. Like
Wow.
suddenly everything changed.
I've
Yes.
never heard anyone say that after just spending a little time with someone.
Yes.
I just, not this is the one for me, but I just always want to be this happy. Yeah.
Yes.
so went back home the next
I
day.
did,
And
yes.
how long was it before you two saw each other again?
The next week, because I signed up for another workshop
Okay.
and went back. From then on, it was just, that
was
was
on.
it.
You
It
were
was on.
Yeah.
It was
Inseparable.
definitely on.
Not that I
yes.
didn't have a lot of competition for her attention.
The wonderful thing about it, too, is that David had access to all these people, including Tibetan Lamas, who were, Tibetan Buddhist Lamas. I had been looking into Zen Buddhism very seriously, actually, much more in line with my thinking as a Presbyterian rather than a Catholic.
Got it.
Yes, yes. And it was, the Zen Center was going strong. I met all kinds of people there. So we kind of had these different ways of coming to something that was the same.
we
Yes.
had all these things in common. That was
It
so
sounds like you were both
wonderful.
embarking on a spiritual journey, and you wanted
Absolutely.
somebody to
Yes.
walk that
Yes,
with you.
yes, yes.
Did you know
Yes.
my Baba Ram Das?
David
Yes,
did
very
actually
well.
more than
Very,
more
very
than
well.
you. Yes,
When he came back from India, another gentleman who was quite a close friend of his from Harvard and then Stanford, and he said, Dave, you got to come with me. Richard Alpert's coming back from India. We're going to see him when he gets off the plane, and we're going to hang out with him. So, yeah, he was telling the fresh stories right to Ralph Metzner and I.
Ralph
So,
Metzner.
yeah, just like, wow, that's interesting. That's great.
Yeah. Well, that's amazing. So, how long was it before marriage was proposed, and how did that happen?
Well, we had been living together for, 3 years?
Yes.
And we were quite interested in moving into a Tibetan Buddhist center with a Lama as our teacher. And it just seemed prudent to be actually married. So we just went to City Hall and just did it.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
just an elopement.
Oh,
Yes.
We moved in together and got a nice little place, and then we know we're going to be together.
Yeah.
We just wanted to celebrate this as much as possible, the two of us, and not, show off or a lot of presents. So we didn't need that. We just needed to be together
yeah.
and
Yes.
to pursue this journey.
How was the marriage proposed? Who proposed it, and how did that happen?
Can you remember?
I was continually proposing for 3 years
Is that
while we
right?
lived together because I would do it through poetry and we would start playing music together. People give Patricia so much. She's just like is an open, giving person herself. She's an accomplished musician and people give me things too. So I got a lot of cool instruments, tambours and delrupas and 12-string guitars. And I said, oh, I got to play with you. I started with accompanying her on the piano. And then I said, well, this is like a marriage. And I'd use that as a in. I said, here's a poem I wrote. And she's a very intelligent person, and she's like, "Is this something we should
Yeah,
do?"
right.
She's gonna,
Real?
and she typically waits. She used to wait more, but now together we know. We reinforce each other when we know,
Yes.
like meeting you guys yesterday.
I have more confidence when I'm with him because he's the outer one.
He's a bit of an
He
extrovert,
goes right
isn't
out
he?
there.
He's a bit of an
yes,
extrovert.
just like you, Tom.
I'm
You
a
just-
little bit of a friendly
yes,
pants.
Yes,
You used your art to propose to her.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Amazing.
Yes,
And
yes.
so after 3 years of that, you finally said, it seems like it's time.
That's good.
Yeah, but
It's
let's just
good.
keep it between us. I mean, you're kind of going through this
Yes.
spiritual journey and you're on this kind of Zen wavelength.
Right.
And
right.
so you kind of want to keep it Zen,
Yes.
minimalist.
Yes.
So you went down to the city hall and you just, did you write your own vows? Did you just say what
Yeah,
they told you to
yeah.
say?
We wrote our own vows.
It was a very deep, deep commitment and a very deep connection, and we just wanted to honor that.
And our
Yes,
families all
yes,
accepted
Yes.
us wholeheartedly, and
Well,
there was never.
your dad did say, "I wish I had been there," but yeah,
But that was also at the time. That was kind of the flavor of the day. A lot of
was.
couples were doing that, right?
They
Just
were.
kind of keeping it very private and very
right.
unique and special.
Yeah.
Yes,
Did you guys take any kind of a honeymoon after you married?
we felt like we were on a honeymoon. We were on our honeymoon. It was
Right.
just amazing to be.
So what was the first like real romantic trip you took together?
Which kind of
first.
trip? What are we talking about?
Oh my God, so funny.
Sorry.
Oh, it's late '60s, sweetie.
Okay.
All
Yeah,
sorts of
yeah,
trips
that's
being
very
taken.
true.
Yes, yes, and through a spiritual lens, actually,
Yes,
very
so
much
there
so.
was-
Yes.
I like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, we ourselves, I wouldn't call it an elopement, but we got married during COVID.
Oh,
We
wow.
got married in the middle of the lockdowns.
Well, so
Yeah.
you
And-
didn't
Well,
have
you know-
many choices, did
yeah,
you?
it was just the two of us. And,
With our puppy. We had
and
a puppy.
and
You
a puppy
know.
and a friend
But
who
weren't
got
you-
ordained. So you guys have been married all these years together,
Yes,
and you've
yes.
walked a spiritual journey together.
Yes,
And you're still clearly madly in love.
yes.
So tell us, what is the little secret ingredient that keeps everything just going?
I'm never bored. I can never be bored with David. He's always something new or something, creative or something unexpected. Yes, so it's just amazing. It's really amazing. You have to just stay open.
Yeah.
Yes. Our grandchild, one of them, he gets on David's case a little bit because David's out making friends when they're together. And he said, "You don't know anybody that's not a friend."
Oh, that's
He's just, yes,
But he wanted Grandpa's time.
a little bit. I think it's
Yeah,
it's
attention.
both. He admires the ability,
Right.
but he also wants a little bit more
time.
a little more
Yeah.
focus. Yeah,
Aw,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
so sweet. You're so
Yes,
blessed.
We are.
Yeah.
Well, she is so sweet. See, the thing is with me, I felt I was something. And then I realized I wasn't. I went to Stanford, and there were a lot of people that were better than me and smarter than me. And I was one of, it was not that I was unusual. And so what I found was with Patricia, she's taken that something and made me realize that compassionate, loving, kind, respectful, philosophical person who is always there for people.
Yeah. Right.
And like you said, Tara has the biggest heart of anyone you know.
Yeah.
Well, David has a huge heart, and if someone is sick or, disabled in some way, he feels no reserve with those people. He just right there and talking.
Just wants to
and
help
being
and just
there.
wants
yes,
to
just
be-
wants to help.
be present.
And he is present. He's totally present. It's an amazing ability to
That
have
is
that.
special. That's
Yes.
That's something you're born with. You know, that is something. I mean, in the same way that you saw an angel land, I'm sure she felt the same way about you, you know, when she first saw you. There's just you guys both put off a really beautiful aura. You know, and it's almost like a vortex that just sucks us in, and we can't help but feel the love and the connection and the authenticity and the compassion. It's a beautiful thing.
Yes.
So, if you could give one piece of advice to your grandchildren or your children about how to find love that endures, what would that piece of advice be?
I was thinking. I woke up last night. I said, have a lot of sex the first 7 years.
But once that child is born, it gets harder.
Oh my God.
It gets harder.
That's so good.
So you're saying like create a really strong foundation in the beginning.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes.
It's
Absolutely.
yeah, that's
Because there's going to be all kinds of challenges. You know, challenges happen.
Sure.
And we were in the God realms. You know what that's like, to be in the God realm. We know enough about life that you can't be in the God realm forever in a certain kind of way. There's going to be challenges. I kept thinking, I have to have some way of understanding when the cycles and then it comes back and you're in the God realm again. And, you know, so you have to be patient with those times when it's cycling down.
Yeah.
Yes, and steadfast and support each other, not lose your grounding.
to that I'd add we've experienced suffering,
Yes.
sickness. There's things that come through that you don't know are going to happen, and then they happen. And how are you dealing with that? Are you preparing yourself to deal with that, and help not only yourself but others?
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
I wish
you.
that our listeners could kind of see what we're seeing, which is when we ask the question of what advice you would give.
Yes.
I don't know if you saw this, sweetheart, but David kind of slipped his arm
He's holding my
into
hand.
Patricia's nook and squeezed because that connection it's just undeniable,
Yes.
and
Yes.
it's such a beautiful thing to see. I mean, married 52 years, but together 55.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And
Yes.
as in love today as the first day you met.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
it's such a pleasure.
We're so lucky.
Thank
having
you. We are
guys,
so
really.
so lucky.
Yeah.
We're lucky to have you join us today and share your beautiful love story with us. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll be right back with more for Love and Chocolate. This podcast is being brought to you by Beverly Hills Toysher, Chocolates of Switzerland. Beverly Hills Toysher at 371 North Camden Drive in Beverly Hills has been serving up truffles, pralines, dipped fruits, marzipans, and our world-famous chocolate bars for over 40 years. So, next time you're in Beverly Hills, why don't you come by and visit or shop online at BeverlyHillsToysher.com. Oh, wasn't that groovy?
Oh, baby. I feel at one with the universe for having just spent time with them.
Don't you?
Yeah.
And you know what? I mean, I listen to them and I try to put myself there. I mean, the 70s for me, it was all about puka shells and mood rings and manwich sandwiches. Why are you looking at me like that?
I just love that you had to reach and struggle for the word manwich sandwiches.
You probably never had a manwich.
I don't
Listen,
even know what that
don't
is.
knock it till you try it, sweetie.
Gross.
But you know what I'm
I don't
saying.
eat anything that has the word man in it.
The sandwich, though, was special. But the 70s, I bet you were adorable. You probably had pigtails.
I was a baby. What are you talking about?
Right, you weren't even here, weren't you? You were born in '89, weren't you, sweetie? No, but the 70s were special.
Yeah, I remember the 70s. My parents were smoking weed. Their friends were all taking psychology classes, and my mom had test press copies of the Doors album from a friend of hers who worked in the studio.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, no, I lived in Southern California in the 70s.
Okay, well, I was in St. Louis, and I was part of the KISS Army, and I put smoke bombs in my acoustic guitar. We were different, you and me. Do you think we would have been friends in the 70s?
I think you would have been dipping my pigtails in the inkwell.
Okay, I don't even, is that an... Whoa, I am definitely getting hot and bothered. Yeah, no, it was, what a great interview. It was a real loving couple, wasn't it?
They're So sweet. They are pure love.
Yeah.
And I'd like to give a shout out and a big thank you to their lovely daughter-in-law, Annabelle.
Oh, Annabelle, without you, this never happens.
Never would have happened. Thank you so much. And we'll be sending a little extra chocolate gift out to you, too.
Oh, yeah. So, that's all we got for this week, gang. But guess what? We're going to do it again next week. Until then, say goodbye, Mrs. Truffles.
Goodbye, Mrs. Truffles.
This show was brought to you by Beverly Hills Toysher Chocolates of Switzerland, home of the world's first and finest champagne truffles. Join us next week for more adventures in everlasting love.